There's a difference between holding space for someone and holding their baggage. When you hold space for someone, you're simply being present and being open, allowing them to express themselves as they are, to be as they are. But when you start picking up their baggage that they are dropping off on you, then you have to discern between holding space and holding their baggage. It's not your responsibility to pick up what's not yours. When someone is venting, they're offloading, they're dumping their garbage on you, that's when your discernment comes in. You're there, you're available when they're ready to change. But if they're not willing to change, they're not ready. And typically one who's not willing to change, who's not ready to change, is one who's simply venting. They're offloading their energetic baggage. And they're not truly open to change. They're not open to receive any guidance, any wisdom, any reflection. And like this, you'll experience this energetic drain. You'll feel drained by their energy. You'll feel tired. You'll feel exhausted. And this is really when you are picking up their emotional baggage, when you're taking it on, when it's unnecessary because of that lack of discernment. And that discernment is really you seeing the difference between holding space and holding their baggage. This is where from that discernment, from the clarity, there's discernment. And from that clarity, you discern what's holding space and what's holding their baggage, and you draw the line. That line is your boundary. You're basically saying, I'm here for you, I'm open, I'm available, I'm present. When you're willing, when you're ready, when you're open, when you can meet me with that same openness, that same willingness, that same presence. And what you'll find is often those people that you're around, that you feel drained, that you feel tired, that you feel exhausted from, are those who you have yet to set that boundary. And because there's no boundary, then it's like a free-for-all. It comes from the clarity to see what's what. And then from that clarity, there's the discernment. And then from the discernment, you draw the line. And when you draw the line, you see, in many cases, it's not that you're abandoning those people in your life, but you're just making it clear what you're here for. I'm here for your transformation, but I'm not going to be here for you to just simply dump your garbage on, or to be an emotional punching bag, or to be abused in this way, taken advantage of, your time, your presence, your energy. It's all precious. And if you don't see it as precious and you're simply being available for that type of interaction where one's simply just coming to you to vent and dump all of their emotions on you because they lack that responsibility and you're taking too much responsibility in the sense of you're being responsible for what's not yours, then you're going to be tired. You're doing too much. You're overextending yourself. There's a lot of overcompensation patterns here. Trying to hold up this image of being the nice guy, being the nice girl, trying to be compassionate, trying to be this, that, preserving a self-image. We're really drawing the line and setting those boundaries is what one typically experiences being cold, being harsh, being rude. And that's the shadow perceiving it that way, you could say. It's not you being cold. It's you being clear. And when you're clear, you see that you're no longer picking up what's not yours. You feel this lightness because you've put down what's no longer yours. It all ties back to abandoning yourself. When you have no boundaries, then your good intentions of helping someone through hard times or wanting to be there for them or wanting to help them through their transformation, that transformation, it comes at a cost, and to help someone through their transformation should never come at the cost of sacrificing yourself. So when you set those boundaries, you're saying no to them, but you're saying yes to yourself. You're no longer willing to sacrifice yourself. And you see that when you come home to yourself in that way, you feel energized, not exhausted. You're no longer tired, you're revitalized, you're full of aliveness, energy. And it's that clarity that then you're able to direct your energy into those who are ready, are willing. And this is something I've spoken about, shared in many other videos, that compassion without clarity is ineffective. Compassion without clarity, most of the time, is enabling the other. They come home, they dump the emotional baggage, oh, the woe is me, the victim story, all of that, and you pick it up. And you're supporting their suffering that way. I need to do something, I need to help them, and you pick up all that baggage, and you're tired from carrying what's no longer yours, or what's not yours, what was never yours. You draw the line because you can discern the difference between holding space and holding someone's baggage. One is light, the other's heavy. That space that you hold is light work. But carrying someone's baggage, that's hard work. That's hard work. It drains you. It's exhausting. And ultimately, that boundary actually becomes a mirror to them. It helps them confront these aspects of themselves that they're avoiding. And they can avoid those aspects of themselves when they are identified with the story that you participate in, the story that you engage in. So instead of collapsing and drawn into that suffering, that story, you, from clarity, discern, I'm here for this, not for that. You're not here to be someone's emotional punching bag. You're not here to carry someone else's baggage on a journey that they're not willing to walk. But instead you turn within, back to yourself, and it's from that clarity that then you say no to them, you say yes to yourself, and you continue living your authentic life. Your authenticity then becomes a clear mirror for them. They see you living fully. And that's far greater a catalyst for their transformation than you being drawn into the woe is me story, the victim story, picking up their baggage. It mirrors back to them that responsibility that only they can carry their baggage. And they have to confront themselves with what are they actually picking up? What are they carrying that's ultimately unnecessary? And they come to realize that actually your boundary is made of love. That these boundaries that you set are made of love because you honor their process. That you see their authentic self. You're not willing to participate in the distortion. You're not willing to see them as the shadow of their authentic self, but it's because you see their authentic self. You see their potential to live fully, that you set these boundaries that come from your clarity, your vision, that can see the truth in them. So perhaps you've been feeling this energetic heaviness, this drain, this pressure, this weight on your shoulders around others. And this is reminding you to first come home to yourself so that you have that clarity to see, to discern. And then from that clarity, you discern what is what, and you set those boundaries in your relationships. The boundaries that are made of love. And ultimately, you stop self-sacrificing in the name of helping others. If you're still watching, it's because this message resonates in your heart. You feel the truth that I share. And that you're willing, you're ready, you're open to be met fully. You're open, you're willing, and you're ready for your transformation. And if that's so, then I invite you to step in, to cross that threshold, and to be met fully as your authentic self. Join me in truth.